Hey, I'm Joshua Stevens. I'm a loan officer with Community Mortgage.
And I'm Cesia Stevens, and I'm a real estate agent for Crylake.
Back in 2019, we bought our first house together. Now we are in the process of buying our second house together.
We thought it was a great idea to share with you guys our journey so you can take some notes and learn from our experience.
At this point in the process, we're just like any other borrowers or buyers out there. We know what's going to happen very well. We're going to give you guys some insight into all that. But the thing is we don't know how it's going to end up. We don't know what the inspection results will be. We don't know what the appraisal results will be. And so we're just along for the ride like anybody else.
So we thought the best way to start, especially for first-time home buyers out there, is to share the story of how we got this house.
Yep, our first house, which is where we're videoing this right now as we speak. I had a pretty good credit score, and Cesia, having come to the United States when she was 16 and started working from right then, she'd been saving up a lot of cash. So we took my credit, her cash, and combined our powers to find a house. When we first met, I had a part-time job that I still have as a worship leader at a church, and I was also working at the Tennessee Valley Authority. So I had the two incomes. I was doing okay. She had her cash reserves. So we started the process then, looking around then, and Cesia found one that she really got her heart set on.
It was in a neighborhood that I really love. It had plenty of space. It needed a little bit of work, but it was like ready to move in if we wanted to. We
were ready to pull the trigger on that one. We really liked it. We were going to move forward. And then out of nowhere, pretty unexpectedly, I lost my contract at TVA. That greatly reduced our purchasing budget when I was no longer going to have that income. So what we did from there is we just had to drop it and do the best we could with what we had.
In this kind of situation, in the process of buying a home, it's very important, to have your emotions clear and also your finances. Even though I wanted that house that I fell in love with, I had to be realistic and get what I could afford. So
get what I could afford.
But we could afford.
But I was just driving down the street I don't normally drive down, and a little house I just noticed a for sale sign out in the yard. So I drove past, and I drove past it again, and the lady actually stepped outside, the lady who owned the house, and I was like, sorry, I don't mean to be weird, I'm just kind of looking at your house. And she says, you want to see it? And I said, yeah. I walked there and I said, this will do the trick. Everybody told me I was crazy. My wife, my mother, my grandmother, everybody said, no, that's a bad idea.
It took a minute, but he convinced me, and that's what we could afford, and it was like a good investment property for the future as well. We just kind of make a list of the priorities that we needed to do in order to move in, so we started painting the whole house. And what else did we do?
Gutters,
carpet, light fixtures, and I think that was pretty much just to get in the house. Then, little by little, once you save a little bit more money, when we started doing different stuff in the house, to make it the way we wanted it, make it home.
Changing the siding, putting new siding on the house.
Doors.
Putting new doors. We got new toilets, a new vanity.
And just stuff that comes with maintenance as well. We had a new unit. There's stuff that still happens with it. So we have a problem with condensation, and it costs us quite a bit of money. So another tip, save, because you never know.
All that being said, we really, really love this house. But we're at a place in life where now, as we evaluate the overall circumstances of the market, where prices just keep going up, we said, all right, if we're going to try to get something else, we should probably try to do it before prices keep escalating. Us, even in the business, we feel it just like everybody else, the crazy increase in the prices. And the other reason is more room to hopefully have kids in the future, like 5 years. Now, at this point in the process, we have extended an offer. They accepted our offer. We are under contract. So in the next video, we're going to tell you a little bit more about the house hunt this time and how it went and how we settled on this particular property.